Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're going back to Al-Sahim. We've got a Sepulchre to walk through, yeah? So, let's go to the Twilight Sepulchre and return this key to Nocturnal's crypt. Well, it's not really a crypt. It's kind of like, well, you'll see. Alright, so, we saved here. We've got about 23 arrows. Ooh. And we've got people. Ghost people that we need to get through. So, here's what we're going to try and do. Let's see if I can. Alright, so, I could just use... Oh, that's right. I forgot I got the glass arrows from Mercer. That's okay. Okay, let's just do this. We'll do the Nightingale, but we'll just use his glass arrows until they run out, and then we'll use the elven arrows that we're picking up from the dead people. We're fine. We can go ahead and just archer our way through this. And the Al-Sahim is the arrow. Oh my god, this bow is so slow. Okay, so usually the Dragonbone bow is the slowest bow in the game. However, that versus that. Alright, so we need to get back to using the Nightingale bow. Shouldn't be getting into an arrow fight with anything, so... Okay, Nocturnal. Agent of Shadow. Stay in the shadows, because if you don't stay in the shadows and you go into the light, you get hurt. You get burned. You actually take enough damage to where you could possibly die. Oof, da. Did I ever get fast healing? I don't think I did. Restoration. Close wounds. Heals the caster for 100 points. Oh, hey! Yeah, I'll just do that. Don't have enough magic yet. The day. Oh my gosh. I don't know what my magic is at, so I can check. Oh, it's only at 170. Okay. So it needs to be like almost all the way full. Ooh, sneaking. Now, you could legendarize sneaking, or you can get that Shadow Warrior. Now, depending on what you want to do with your character, it might be smart to just go ahead and legendarize your sneaking. Unless, of course, you're going to end up legendarizing your weapon of choice fairly quickly. Mainly because your weapon of choice, if you legendarize it, and you legendarize your sneaking, you're kind of handicapping yourself. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do favorite, unfavorite. There we go. Oh, and get ourselves to using. Obviously, going through here, you cannot see anything in the shadows, so be careful. You can see where it says activate tripwire. There we go. When you're walking through, eventually your cursor will come over the tripwire, and it'll say, you know, activated. I wonder if I've never tried. Let's see here. Oh, sweet. Tripwire. At least I didn't get smacked in the face by a pot or anything. A little too close to the sun. Or to the light. Alright. So you really want to be careful when coming through here and really stay in the dark. Don't go into the light. Stay away from the light. It's bad for you. Now in here, it's okay to be in the, mainly because there's no way for you to not be in the light here. Oh, I've got a bow that gives me that, so I'll just use the bow too. Alright, now the coolest thing right here is this this statue to Nocturnal. My Grand Soul Gem didn't have anything in it. Gold. Gold. Soul Gem Fragment. I'm going to use that to make a Soul Stealer arrow. Okay, I don't need the plate either, so we're going to go ahead and drop the plate. Wooden plate. There we go. Now, the reason dude is laying there is because I guess he looked around and he saw no way of going through, except for that thing back there. And he didn't see this. And I guess he didn't want to turn around and go back. So, there's one on each side. You have to pull them. And then this goes down. Now, that Shrine of Nocturnal that I was just pointing out earlier, that will actually end up in the Thieves Guild hideout. And you can use it as your new shrine. Right to it, get all your diseases and everything removed. Okay, there's a hole in the wall up here, which usually denotes that there is a staff or something that would come through it. So, I can come back down. Okay. Places like this, you need to be like very careful, to the point of almost overly cautious. Hello. Well.
I sense a
Great, something senses my presence.
presence.
Sense their presence, and then I shall. You sense the presence, and they got hit by an arrow. Alright, so here. There's actually anything in here? I'm not aware. There's actually anything in here worth coming all the way down here for? I mean, that book, if I hadn't already read it once, would be good. Gun purse. And potion to fire. Nice. Ooh. And a ruby. Don't need a dagger. Some books. Kind of usually want to just look at the price of the books. If it's a low price, it's worthless. If it's got a bit of a high price to it, like this book right here, 75, then most likely that book will teach you something. Alright, so came all the way over here through the door that was over that way. Come over here to this. Let's see here. This door here. Oh, yeah. While you've got the skeleton key, just so you're aware, the skeleton key is a unbreakable pick. So you can use it to pick pick locks and not get a broken lockpick. Which you don't have to return the thing to the Sepulchre if you don't want to. You can use the wrong way. You can use the key. I just get my lock picking up to 100 and then use unbreakable picks and go about it that way. So I went through that way back there. This way through here is another way to get to this room. Oops. Okay, yeah, I went through that way. I have to go through here to get to the inner sanctum. Okay. So. Inner sanctum. There's really only one way to go, and that's down. So, we've gotten to this part. You haven't decided if you want to keep the key or not. You might want to make up your mind. Once you go down there, there's no turning back. So, let that be known. So, you're down here. There's a dead dude. He's got a message. Can't believe it. Came all this way, solved all these ridiculous riddles just to end up here. After I memorized Nystrom's clues he'd collected from Lithelus, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. Yeah. He turned into, well, a skeleton. So, what Anders was unaware of was there's a spot on this wall somewhere. Ah, there we go. Found it. You have to have the key. Okay. Now, while you are here, I need you to know there are 3 different types of nightingale you can pick. The Agent of Stealth will give you the Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal, in which case you're sneaking. Put on the Shadow Cloak. you are invisible for 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. As long as you don't do anything. Okay? If you open a door, attack anybody, pickpocket items, cast spells, activate items, whatever. The invisibility will continue. However, if you re-enter sneak mode within that 2 minutes after you did whatever, it will re-invisible. You'll get re-invisible again. You've got the Agent of Subterfuge, which is gives you a power called Nightingale Subterfuge. It allows you to cloud the judgment of an NPC for 30 seconds, causing them to fight for you. It's kind of like Frenzy or Fury effects. Okay? But it does not put the Dragonborn into any danger there. Then you've got the Agent of Strife, which gives you the power Nightingale Strife, which allows you to absorb 100 points of health from a target. Now, I'm a big fan of the Agent of Stealth, so the little crescent moon is the one that you hit for that. If you want to be the Agent of Strife, then you hit the full moon, and if you want to be the Agent of Subterfuge, it's a half moon. Now let's replace the key. Let's see what happens.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the Sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter.
Yeah, she's got
But
such
we
a
both
bubbly
know this
personality.
has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
Okay, so that's the Ebonmere there. Okay, make sure that you are standing here. By the time Nocturnal's done talking.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Please, she sounded... I'd hate to see if she was... or hear if she was disappointed. Goodness.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So, what's this about becoming an agent of Nocturnal?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of Shadow, the half moon for the agent of Subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of Strife.
Why can't I be all three?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
So, what now?
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it.
And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
The beginning of what?
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
here we go. So the Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal was added to me.
Gallus!
Whenever I come back here, I will come through this door here. I will end up here. I will end up picking that one again. So if you want to pick a different one,
If it were not for the actions
it's
of
best
this
that you
nightingale,
do it
your fears would have come true.
while
He honors us
Nocturnal's
all.
talking.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Okay, so the Everglow is kind of like
Gallus.
if you're a servant
Eyes
of
open.
Nocturnal,
Walk
and
with
you
the
go
shadows.
to
Goodbye.
you die. You don't go to Sovngarde. You go to the Everglow once you've fulfilled your contract. Doodles. Okay. So now, let's see here. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. So now we just continue doing the quests for the Thieves Guild. You can turn over one of the Eyes of the Falmer to Delvin. He'll take it. And it will end up in the Thieves Guild, those shelves where all your other stuff that you turn into Delvin go. It'll go on one of those shelves. So, if you want to change your thing, you come back here, you go through here, you go straight through, you'll go through the door. That's, right. Get inside. You'll go straight through, you'll go through. You'll go through here. And then you'll end up here. Okay? And then you will pick your thing. Okay, you'll actually come through in the half-minute one. You'll pick a thing, step on your circle, and then you can leave. Okay? So, I'm a big fan of the Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal. This thing is awesome. You can literally become invisible for 2 minutes. Alright, guys. Well, that was the walkthrough of Twilight Sepulchre. Going to start doing some of the vampire quests. To be a nice, awesome vampire hunter. But first, I gotta turn stuff into the guild. Why do I have... Oh, Let's go do this. Before we go back to the Thieves Guild, let's go ahead and do a couple of the Thieves Guild side quests. You go to Bits and Pieces, and change our ledger. We can also, while we're here, you know what? We can actually...
Good
Hey,
afternoon. Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Once you actually have access to them, you can get Soul Stealer arrows anywhere. Well, at any of the general merchants. Okay, I need to sell those. I'm going to get rid of all of those. I don't need them anymore. I'm just going to go home and make more. Those are going to go on my wall. Need all those for enchanting. Here we go. Okay. most of this stuff that I get is just stuff that I pick up along the way, so it doesn't hurt me to sell it all back. Alright, let's see if we have anything in here that's... Yeah. Value 948. Yeah. You can sell it, or you can just wait until your speech is much higher, because you can get over $1,000 for it. Then again, I usually stick it in a place in my home and forget about it. And ooh, shoot, I can't sell a garnet or an amethyst. Okay.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Dang, what did you say? Alright. Now her book is upstairs. Luckily... if you get up here and change that before she gets up here, you're good. But she will try to follow you. I don't know what it is with the shopkeepers. Like, they don't see you, but they follow you. And if they show up while you're doing whatever it is you're doing, they will catch you.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Because he's, well, losing. He lost his head. He's missing a part of his body that he needs. The Fletcher is the only other place that I know of where you can actually get Soul Stealer arrows. The only problem is you can't sell much to him. Until you get the
I'll be seeing more of you.
The merchant perk in your speech tree. Which would be a reason to go ahead and just legendarize my sneak. That way I can use those points into the merchant. Alright. Overseer's house in Markarth. Overseer's house is this way. We are thieves. This is what we do. That. Could have sold the rings, enchanted them, but eh. I'm really a fan of going through and just picking up like gold, straight gold. Now, you can try stealing from him. However, the Thieves Guild gets kinda angry at you if you do that. I have this tendency to not be able to, not kill somebody if I pickpocket from them. And if you get spotted on your way out of the house after stealing something from them, Vex gives you a tongue lashing about being spotted by your mark or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to show you that the Shrine of Nocturnal is down here now. Now, I don't think you've seen Al-Sahim go to any shrine, and because I do it often, if at all. But I can come down here and hit the Shrine of Nocturnal now. Cure all diseases, other blessings, remove all that jazz. Blessing Nocturnal added. Okay, now let's see. Those shelves over there that have stuff. One of them is going to have the Eye of the Falmer after I turn it into Delvin.
Out with. Steal anything worth. Oh, you're back? I suppose you'll be wanting your pay then. Good. We could use the coin.
Okay.
The owner of this place just inherited whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job.
Now, we can sell
Welcome
stuff
the
to
cozy
Tanelia
little-
here.
Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make.
Helm. Okay, cool. Tanelia, you're a great person to sell stuff to. You always have so much money.
Until next time.
Alright, now let's go talk to Delvin.
So, what can I do for you to pull up a seat? Have a drink. Well, well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. By the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime.
2,800 gold.
If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done. Good. My clients are getting it. All right. Got a simple one. Finally. Someone with backbone. Here you go.
So, you continue doing
Something
these
troubling
jobs.
ya? I'll listen.
And, you'll get your special jobs to do. As soon as you're done with those special jobs, once you've got all the holds back under your thumb, there's the left eye of the Falmer. Now, I have a mod that actually starts to refill this entire place with stuff as you get the guild back on its feet. So, at any other point, this place would have been empty. Yeah, I'm taking 2 gold, I don't care. You get the mod, though, and it starts to fill up with loot that you get after doing jobs for the guild. Once the guild is back up and running on its feet, it's, you know, all great and grand and groovy again, that will actually be full of stuff. Oh, let's go ahead and talk to Brynjolf.
It's good to see you in one... It's good to see you in one piece, lad. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key?
It's been returned to the Sepulchre.
That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
Where will you be now?
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
So, once you get the guild back to its former glory, get all the special jobs done and everything, you end up coming down here and they formally make you the leader of the Thieves Guild. For now, but becoming the leader of the Thieves Guild, you actually get, there's a chest down here, it's a tribute chest. You get key to that, and then you come down here every now and again, there'll actually be loot in said chest for you, the leader of the guild.
Good to see you again, friend.
So, we're gonna go ahead
Come
and
to gloat, have we? Overthrown of the Jarl's youngest son.
we're gonna go ahead and call it for today. That's the end of this video here. Read his note. You end up doing the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal quest.
What happened?
But I'm going to start getting the guild back on its feet. Don't think you want to watch all that, so I'm not going to make you do all that. But anyways, you get the guild back on its feet. Once I do that, I will actually show you guys a video just letting you see the ceremony of becoming the Thieves Guild Master, show you the Thieves Guild room that Mercer had robbed, all that fun stuff. So that'll be in an updated video. As for now, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Until next time, happy hunting, and go steal something that's worth stealing, but only if you're in Skyrim at the time. Catch you laters. See you in the next one. Peace.